Hello, everyone, and welcome again to the Michigan Record Club. I'm Bill Young. Today, I am going to attempt to join the best of category that everybody has been doing lately. And this is the best of uh, 2021. And as you know, I do buy a lot of psych music, and just about every one of these records are psych albums. That's how much I love the genre. Um, there is one exception, and it's quite obvious, and and you pretty much know as soon as you see it. So, if that's got your interest at all, you can say this is my best psych music of 2021, with the exception of one album. Alrighty. I guess it's quite honor. I mean, it's okay to expand it a little bit, and you just call it your honorable mentions or the albums that just missed the cut. and I'll start out there first. I wanted to show you my early morning Sunday show T-shirt that I'm wearing, in sponsor of Steve Carlson's channel. So if you're watching, Steve, I'm wearing your shirt. Okay, first up, you seen this one just yesterday in my video of my latest finds, and it deserves another showing. It is Skid Row, the UK Skid Row, from back in the day, back in, I forget, 68, 69, somewhere in there. It's a very good album. It's kind of all over the place. There's a Indian sounding song on there, which I'm not really fond of. Followed up by a country song that kind of misses the mark too, but some really good examples of psych are in the record too, followed by a couple of really good rock and roll songs. Next up, just missed the cut, and that would be Fuse. This is the album that has Cheap Trick in here. A couple of the guys from Cheap Trick, anyhow. I forget. Oh yeah, Rick Nielsen and Tom Peterson are in here. The big guy over here is Rick. He was a large man. This is so solid. Just great rock and roll. Good psych. But mostly just good rock and roll. The next one that didn't quite make the cut was the Flying Teapot. Now, honestly, I don't think a psych collection, is complete without this particular Gong album. It is so whimsical and so just so cute. I mean, it's just all over the place. There's some cartoonish centerfold, which is just, it's fun to read all the little tidbits of writing in there while you're listening to the album. And isn't that what makes vinyl just so much fun? Is to read the covers of the records. Now this one, it was number 10, and it probably still belongs like a tie for maybe number 10. But my golly, is this a good psych album? Eden's Children. And this one I definitely was going to show because this one did just miss the cut. I mean, barely. And it is good. Definitely a must-have in most psych collections. And the one that I couldn't leave off was a bittersweet. A bittersweet Hypnotic One, which is the name of this album. It's just a solid psych album. Really good, really entertaining, and just like Eden's Children, you know, it probably needs to be in your psych collection. It is that good. So, yeah, I was really excited when I found this record. I remember how thrilled I was when I was able to add it to the collection this year. It is such a great, great album on the ABC label. The ABC label was also for Eden's Children. It's just such a great label. Next one up, you see me talking, showing off the West Coast pop art experimental band. Well, this is a group called Mercury. Much simpler. The same group. I wish they would just called it Mercury a lot sooner, you know. No, this album here is kind of like a refined version of the group, and this is a DJ copy, and it is so clean. I was just so excited to add this one also to my collection. You know, to have a copy of Mercury that is almost VG plus. The record is great. It's on Forward Records, and yeah, it's from 1969. Is just one of the albums that you really should have in your collection. So, Bittersweet was 68, Barkley was 69, and Head Over Heels is from 71. This is a self-titled copy. A power trio out of Detroit, Michigan. One of our proud Michigan groups that we had. I like this album so much because it is a hard psych. I do like hard psych on Capitol Records, and this album is just it's just enjoyable to listen to, and it made my countdown at number 8. All right, that was number 8. Coming in at number 7 is the album that doesn't belong. But it belongs on my list of top records for 2021. And it is important that it made the group of the cut because it is my first UHQR addition to my collection, and it's kind of blue. And I have listened to this record so many times, enjoyed it because of the quality, and it just sounds so good. And yeah, uh, the album that was so good that I bought two of them. Yeah, and I did. I still have the second one. Haven't opened it yet. All right. Now we'll go back to the psych records in the countdown again. Next up at number 6, coming in 1970, Killing Floor. Yeah, this is awesome. The original copies of Killing Floor are really hard to come by. Little wear ring on this one, but the fact that it also is an original, it's just one of the records that I was just so happy to finally get. Killing Floor. You might have seen they did another album out, and at that album is the one that you seem to see quite a bit, Killing Floor, but it's on the Sire London label. We're making great time here, so now of all the other records that made the list, there's one that is in such great condition I hung it on the wall. Now, if you don't mind my messy bedroom, over there you'll see on the wall Pat Kilroy. Pat Kilroy, Light of Day, was came out in 1967. It's a folky ballad from the UK. And as I was talking with Dom just the other day, the UK folk music is some of the best psych music out there, and it is so hard to find. That particular copy is a sealed copy, and so I can't really play it, but I will eventually put it off the wall, put something else up, and then probably open that bad devil up. But yeah, that I do listen to it on streaming. Such a great album, such great folk music. I'm not a big folk, psych folk lover, but that particular album is pretty good. It costs quite a penny, just like many of those. Again, from the UK, we have Pussy Plays by the band Pussy. Hey, you're the real kitty. Now, this is an original copy. Original Jupiter record, or Morgan Bluetown, I guess, is the label. And these records have gone through the roof. Since I bought this earlier in the year, I haven't seen any more online. Oh, well, I have seen some more online, and they're at ridiculous prices, thousands of dollars now to get this record online. I'm not sure why. I think if you look, you'll still find one uh, reasonable. But man, this is such a great rock and roll band. This this album kind of right up there with maybe Mighty Baby. Um, it's just it's hard psych at its best. And gosh, am I ever ever so happy that I got it when I got it because I probably couldn't afford it now. But I'm happy to have it in my collection. Another one that I never seen this record online, though I looked for it and I looked for it. I finally found a copy of Bike, which is so important to me because it too is a Michigan uh, group. They're closer to my hometown area. They're from up just about 45 minutes from me in Flint, Michigan. And there's the group. Um, yeah, there's not too many pictures of the group from Bike, but yeah, this album again is just great hard psych. This is just great hard rock. And yeah, these guys really knew how to do it. Um, Not quite like MacArthur and Bad Axe and some of these other groups. They were a little bit older and they waited, you know, until they got a little bit older, until they released that in 1978. And great album. So that was number 3. Pussy Plays was number 4. Pat Kilborn was number 5. Killing Floor was number 6. And Kinda Blue was number 7. Just to count back. But now we have the top 2. And the top 2 were interchangeable there for, you know, throughout the whole year. It was hard to say which one was the best, which one come in second. I know this one is the one that I have been wanting for almost ever since the record was issued. When the record was issued, I wasn't really into collecting a lot of vinyl. It was back in 1994. And so, because I didn't pick it up back then, it had been reissued one other time, I believe. And yeah, these copies now go for so much money again. The price of vinyl it's almost out of control in some ways because I want to have some of these records and they're asking numbers that are ridiculous. They're just crazy. I mean, yeah, they can get them. So I guess if people are paying that much money for them, they're not ridiculous. But I just feel bad that I missed the boat in so many cases, and now that ship has sailed, and it's hard to get those records. The number 1 record from 2021 is another album that I've been wanting ever since I heard of this band, and I didn't hear about it back in 1970, believe it or not. It was a few years after that, probably my teen years, that it came around 75, 76. But I am talking about the Wizards from Kansas. And this is the Wizards from Kansas on Mercury. Another original coming in at #1, issued 1970, on the red Mercury label. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is #1 on my list from 1921. I thank you all. It's been such a wonderful year for me, and I have been blessed. And I just love coming on here and sharing my music with you. I love watching your videos. I watch so many videos regularly. My friends, like Dylan and Steve Carlson and Cosmic Brian, and just so many other groups or so many other channels on YouTube that are so good, so great quality. Uh, you guys do much better job of editing than I do, as everybody knows it's one take for Bill, and you get it. You get what I put out. This is me. So thank you, my friends. Uh, I hope to see you again next year. Just around the corner, a few more days away. And thank you. Thank you.